Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and today is Writer Wednesday, and we're going to talk about Camp NaNoWriMo. It's that time, y'all. We have 3 weeks and 2 days to prepare for Camp NaNoWriMo. Let's get started. 10 tips. Well, actually, it's probably more than 10 tips, but I've narrowed it down to 10 major topics. First thing you might want to do is to choose an idea or project to work on for Camp NaNoWriMo. Now, one of the great things about Camp NaNoWriMo is that you can choose whatever you want. You can do a script, you can choose an actual word goal, or now NaNoWriMo campsite is saying that you can actually, instead of setting just a traditional word count goal, you can actually track your hours, pages, or lines. Like if you're writing a 100-page script, you can put that in there and track it. You can track how many hours you spend editing with that red pen. They've also got some improvements for cabin. Another thing you need to do on that line of thinking, number 2, would be to choose your goal or target. So once you've chosen your idea, are you going to write a novel? Are you going to edit your novel? Are you going to finish a novel? Some people choose a compilation of short stories. Some people choose to write a novella. Some people choose to edit their novel. Some people choose to finish a novel. I am going to be working on a novel already. I have the bulk of the novel written. I am doing some rewrites and redoing my outline now for that said novel. I am working on the witchy business novel, which I have named The Curse. So like I said, choose your goal or target. My target word count goal is 30,000 words. If I get more than that, that's great, but I tend to do a little bit lower word count during the camps. The next thing, number 3, would be to announce it on social media. That helps with accountability. Hey, I'm participating in Camp NaNoWriMo. Whatever social media you like, you can post it there. You can use the hashtag Camp NaNoWriMo. Some people add 2017 or whatever year it is. The next thing, number 4, would be to develop your characters. Maybe you're a pantser, maybe you're an outliner. Either way, you need to have a good idea of what your characters are, their names, some background on your characters, who your main characters are, your protagonist, your antagonist, that kind of thing. You need to have some kind of general idea. Number 5 would be to start some kind of vision board, Pinterest board, an idea jar, something in case you get kind of stuck. Those are really good. Vision boards and Pinterest boards are great because they're visual. An idea jar is great for when you get stuck, for writing prompts and stuff like that. Number 6 would be to figure out what tense you're going to be writing in, what point of view you're going to be using, your narrative style. Kind of figure that out ahead of time. Number 7 would be to make sure that you're signed in, that you've chosen a cabin, that kind of thing. They are actually doing some updates to the cabins according to Camp NaNoWriMo's website. I'm going to have that link below for Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm also going to have my NaNoWriMo information if you want to add me as a buddy. Number 8 would be to choose what kind of platform you're going to be using to write with. A desktop, a laptop, a netbook, notebook, a notebook and a pen. Then you want to, if you're using any kind of computer device, you want to figure out what kind of software you're going to use. Maybe it's Word or Scrivener. Scrivener usually has a free trial specifically for a NaNoWriMo event, but it's a 30-day at least free trial. If you haven't already tried Scrivener, I highly recommend it. I tried it. I ended up buying it with my winter certificate for one of the NaNoWriMo events, and I've loved it, been using it ever since. So the next thing you want to do, number 9, would be schedule. Make out some kind of rough writing schedule, especially if you're working and doing Camp NaNoWriMo. Maybe you need to write on your lunch hours or on your commute to work, or maybe you need to write in the evenings after everyone else has gone to bed. Work out some kind of rough writing schedule. And number 10 would be the space, your supplies, your survival kit. That's actually more of 2, so we're going to say 11 and 12, 10, 11, and 12, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. Your space. Now, I have a new space, supplies. So you have your space. Now, before I get into the supplies, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm excited though. Can you tell? I love anything that has to do with writing. I am a big NaNoWriMo enthusiast, so anything that has to do with NaNoWriMo, I am all about some NaNoWriMo, whether it's the camps or November's NaNoWriMo. So, your space. I have had my space in pretty much every room in our house other than the bathrooms and the kitchen. My desk, this red desk, has been in the dining room along with the red bookcase right there. Has been in the dining room, it's been in our bedroom, it's been in this room, it's been in the purple room, it's been in our living room. Yeah. I've tried out any number of things. Now that my son doesn't live with us anymore, we actually have the guest bedroom and we have this for me. Eventually, I will get a writing cave or writing shed or writing cottage. Eventually, I will do that. But for now, I am in this room in our house. Like I said, though, I've been in the corner in our bedroom. I've been in the corner in the living room. I've been in the dining room. Yeah, and to tell you the truth, if you are able to have a room of your own and you're stuck in a corner somewhere, it's okay. Even if you don't have a corner, it's okay. Headphones will save your life, especially if you get noise canceling headphones. My friend Persephone built herself a tent in her writing room for last year's camp, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. Other people have done the same thing. They've built tents in their living rooms or their bedrooms or their creative spaces. That's a really great idea. This is a sort of virtual camp, and this year's theme is the Story Squatch. And I'm going to read to you what Camp NaNoWriMo's website says. It's a virtual writer's retreat whose boundaries are limited only by your imagination. This year, encounter wonder as you explore its rolling hills, shadowy forests, and fathomless lake. You might catch a glimpse of the story squatch, clutching inspiration, or hear the howl of a direwolf challenging you to greater creative heights. Whatever you do, be careful on the shore of Lake Plotiful, where the block nest monster glides under the surface, waiting to keep you from your writing project. Now, like I said, choose your space. It is a virtual camp. Like I said, some people do actual tents and things like that. Some people rent cabins. I've actually heard of a few people who during Camp NaNoWriMo have rented a cabin, and that's wonderful. I can't afford to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. One year I might do that. But your space can be anywhere. Like I said, if you have to write with other people around and maybe you're writing with a laptop in your bed or on the couch in your living room or in a coffee shop or somewhere, you can get headphones. You could also write with a notebook and pen anywhere that you want. I'm one of those people, I don't like people over my shoulder, so I do like writing in a coffee shop though. I do like writing at a park or outside, especially with a notebook and pen. I really like writing at the picnic table outside in my backyard with a notebook and a pen. But there are all different kinds of ways that you can make a space for yourself, whether it's in a little cubby in a corner or in a room or wherever. You can have a little travel bag, a knapsack, with the stuff that you need and make it portable, make it mobile. The other thing is supplies. Now, it is a virtual camp. Virtually, you're going to need a tent, or unless you're staying in a cabin, you're going to need some hiking, camping supplies virtually. In reality, though, what you're really going to need, like I said, you're going to need a few supplies. Maybe you need a notebook and a pen. I have my notebooks and my pens. I have highlighters. I have index cards. I have talked about that kind of supply video. I've done quite a few of those. To me, having extra coffee and extra stuff like that I know I'm going to need on a regular basis, extra bottles of water, extra little snacks that won't make my keyboard sticky, won't get crumbs and stuff everywhere, stuff that's easy to eat and that won't leave a mess. That's my best suggestion. I also usually have like some kind of little bin of either gummy bears or snacks. Try not to eat a lot of junk food though, because it's just not good for you. And I need to lose weight. I'm trying not to gain weight. So I'm not really doing a whole lot of candy anymore during any of the NaNoWriMo events unless it's dark chocolate, which is actually good for you. So you might want to try frozen grapes or carrot sticks or things like that, things that are good for you and are finger food kind of snacks that really won't make a mess. Another thing you might want to think about in regard to supplies, like I said, highlighters, a notebook, pens, index cards. I have a vision board. Well, actually, it's a storyboard / vision board. I'm in the process of remaking. I'm going to do another video about that. I've got to get to work on that. The Pinterest vision board will work great for a novel. Your survival kit needs to be whatever works for you, to be honest. Mine almost always has extra coffee for that month because I know I'm going to be writing more. I know I'm going to be up later at night sometimes. I know I may have 1 or 2 nights during that month where I stay up for a long time writing, especially if I hit that zone that I love to hit, the writer zone, where you're like, and you forget about everything else. But try to stay hydrated. Make sure that you have extra bottles of water or juice or things like that along with your extra coffee or tea. sodas. Some people drink sodas. You might want to make sure that you have some comfy clothes when I'm not making videos, and sometimes when I am. Today I'm actually dressed though. I have on jeans and my shoes because I'm going to go pick up Mr. Victor from daycare. He's going to be eating dinner with us. But sometimes when I do the videos, and sometimes when I'm not going anywhere, I'm not going to be making a video, I'm in a pair of comfy pants, maybe pajama bottoms, maybe a pair of leggings, whatever, yoga pants, and a comfy t-shirt, some sweatpants, pajamas, whatever is comfortable. You might want to think about those kinds of things. So, because if you're writing for hours at a time, it's best to be in comfortable clothing. I am excited. This month, hopefully my laptop will be fixed and I'll be able to be mobile with my writing. If I am able to be mobile with my writing, I will do a few videos, vlog style videos for Camp NaNoWriMo. Hopefully I will be. Otherwise, my vlog style writing videos will be a notebook and a pen. Those are my tips for now, my top 10, 11, 12 tips for Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm hoping this year that some of my writerly friends, we're hoping that we are going to get a cabin again. We've done that in previous Camp NaNoWriMos and it was a blast. We had a great time. I really enjoyed it. We helped motivate and inspire each other to keep going, and I'm excited. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.